beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for September 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, this is your monthly reading for September. I do apologize for the length of time it has taken me to get this reading to you, but unfortunately I had to go to my folks' house unexpectedly, so the reading is a little bit late, but here I am. I will be doing this reading. It's on the 9th of September right now, and it's good right through to the 9th of October, so it's still a monthly read. It's just a little bit later than usual. Let's get straight to it. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. Now, just to let you know, the planetary alignments this month is off the charts, okay? You're going to get a feeling of really being pulled in different directions. We have that new moon in Virgo that occurred on the 27th of August, so you should still be feeling the effects of that energy. Okay, I'm not sure if that card was already turned up in the deck. That's so weird, but it's just popped out that way. We'll keep it like that. That new moon in Virgo, you'll be feeling a bit more productive than usual, a little bit more organized, but also it's about analyzing whether our lives are moving in the right direction. And if you feel like they're not, then it's about getting clear, setting intentions, and really getting life back on track, setting lists, to-do lists and things like that. Also, you may feel a little bit more focused on your diet than usual. You may feel, you want to connect to healthier routines, exercise routines, building healthier boundaries with people, but also under that critical eye, that critical review of Virgo energy, you're coming out the better version of yourself, feeling healthier, happier, and more on track than ever before, okay? So also we have a clash between Venus, the planet of love, and that erratic planet Uranus. We also have a standoff between the sun, the moon, and Mars. So life can feel extra pressurized during this time, a little bit more intense than usual. And you'll feel people pushing your buttons a little bit more, as well as feel like things are spinning out of control, okay? Now, it does get a little bit easier as we hit the 15th of September onwards. So things that are pressurized, or if you feel like you've been going through any difficulties, things start to resolve from about the 15th of September, mid-month. Also, we have Mercury in retrograde from today, of course, so expect me to stumble over my words. Also, communication issues, misunderstandings, electrical faults, emails going missing, or missed calls, missed important calls, things like that. That can be this time period, so be aware that Mercury is in retrograde and it causes a lot of havoc, okay? So some people may also notice that people from your past gravitates into your present. So whether that's exes, people you haven't seen for a while, friends that you haven't seen for a long time, wanting to reunite, that is all starred for you in this time period. Now we do have 6 planets in retrograde, so it may feel like you're taking 2 steps forward in life and 4 steps back. This month is going to be a bit of a bumpy ride for all of us collectively, just so you're aware. We do have the full moon in Pisces, which brings a clearer and calmer kind of energy from tomorrow. But it's also aligned with Uranus, that crazy planet of change. So with that Pisces energy, if you're dreaming of change, then really great news, you're going to get it. But make sure you set an intention behind those changes, because sometimes during this period, we can flippantly say we want something and it shows up exactly the way we asked for it. And we may have been joking or we may have not been serious, but sometimes really drastic, sudden, shocking changes can occur during this period. Now, this can be in terms of the world as well, world events. There could be sudden restructures of power or sudden, news that people find shocking of institutions that we have always grown up with or narratives that we've always been told. There can be a restructure and change that brings us to a sudden realization that everything that we've known before is now radically shifting, and different energies are being sort of invited in or brought in. So for example, world events, there could be like, we've got things like inflation, and there could be a sudden like burst of the bubble, that sort of energy, because we have 6 planets in alignment, in retrograde, and we have Uranus aligning that Pisces energy, which can bring shocking changes, okay, to any dreams or things that we thought we knew, can be changed. So just watch out for that. In terms of your personal energy, my beautiful Aquarians, we have your 8th house and your 2nd house involved. Now, your 8th house is all about finances. It can also be about joint finances, like, agreements you have with like banks, mortgages, things like that. So it can mean that there is a sudden change, like elevation, right? Interest rates rising and things like that. That 8th house is about your joint finances, and you've got your Lover's card here, which is all things that are in duality, joint things, joint savings, joint finances, loans and savings, where you put your money, for example, paying debts, paying bills, really humdrum stuff that we've all got to really focus on. But it can be that you are securing your finances and putting them in places or institutions that you trust, restructuring things. And also we've got that 2nd house, which is all about cash, property, possessions. How you value yourself is very important as well. And whether you're getting what you truly deserve, all the effort that you put into things, are you being fairly recompensed? So the 2nd and 8th houses, they kind of complement each other in terms of value and how you value yourself, but also you'll be paying a little bit more attention to finances, okay? We've got the 10 of Pentacles here. So this is about leaving a legacy, looking at pensions, savings, things that, really right now we probably should be focusing on, but really don't want to focus on, because that Pisces energy is making us feel like, oh, I really don't want to focus on these things because it just makes me feel like all nervous and anxious and anxiety. But there is an energy here of you making a decision that actually puts you in a really good position. So we've got the 3 of Swords here. So something that you found difficult, you actually celebrate in the end, because there's an outcome that is really, really positive, okay? So I just want you to be aware that suddenly you're going to get a lot more energy this month. You're going to feel like, you're moving forward, you're empowered, and you're in control. Even though the planetary alignments feel a little bit against you at the moment, I actually feel like you're being strong enough to, overcome any difficulties or any anxieties. We've got the one who listens, understanding, witness, compassion. So you're listening to your heart. That's so important. Your heart always knows the way, okay? Even if someone gives you really good advice, you can tell whether that good advice applies to you or not, okay? Your intuition is key. Always listen to it. Now, we have built a very loud world, okay? The traffic is loud. People get louder to overcome the traffic. There's a lot of things going on. We've built a society where everything is very fast moving. And we have lost or disconnected from the ability to really tap into our intuition straight away, So that's why we need to take moments of silence, or moments where we find ourselves going for a walk by ourselves, or, taking 10 minutes out to really just regroup our energy, to know the way, because we have an inner compass. Okay, it's called a gut instinct. So I feel like you're really listening to your heart, and then you're checking in with your gut instinct, your intuition, to see if the things that you have built, the structures in your life, whether they're working for you, and if they're not, how do you get back on track? How do you take the courage and move forward? So I definitely feel like you're listening to your heart, and also you're having compassion for yourself. okay? Sometimes we look at our journey and we think, you know what, I wish I was further along, or I should be further along, or Joe Blogs is further than me, I should be there as well. Sometimes we've got to surrender to the fact that divine timing means we're right where we're meant to be in this moment. And we've got to get okay with that, okay? Because that actually takes the pressure off. We all think of the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and we all think about where we think we ought to be. But actually the universe says you're here right now. So enjoy the moment. Enjoy the lessons that you're learning. Enjoy the process. Roll with the punches. See the difficulties, but overcome the adversity. Know that you're on the right track to make some decisions that actually align you with your heart's desire. Because this card is about listening to your heart, and this card is about attracting what your heart wants and what it's been manifesting, because the Lover's card is about choice, but it's also about the law of attraction. What your heart wants, it wants, the thing that you want wants you also, because you've already set a frequency of attraction. Okay, so it's now about you listening to your intuition and attracting the things that you need in order to be successful in some area of your life. Now, nobody said it was going to be easy. Life just isn't easy, okay? Sometimes we get a lucky break and it feels a lot easier than usual, but normally life is all about learning lessons, becoming stronger. We are sent tests by the universe to build character for the next stage and then the next stage. So you're actually getting stronger and stronger. They're showing me a bear in the water right now. So they're showing me that you've actually had a difficult journey, or you've been very protective. Bears are all about strength. They're about protection, protecting the family unit, feeling responsible, but it's also about having the courage to allow yourself to be the bigger version of you. Okay, no playing small. Listen to your intuition. Know that no dream is too big, that you can accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. Sometimes a dream or a goal seems like impossible. You look at it like a mountain and you're like, how am I going to get there? I don't even know. But you tell the universe, this is what I want. This is what I feel called to do or achieve in this lifetime. And the universe says, okay, you don't worry about the journey. We'll take care of that. You just put one foot in front of the other and we'll guide you to where you need to go. And we'll throw in some opportunities along the way that you intuitively will feel are either right for you or you leave them behind. So it's all about trusting your inner knowing, your inner compass. Now we've got the card of maturity. This is the strength card. So they're indicating that you're strong enough and you have the energy to overcome a difficulty that you've been going through, okay? So actually I see a lot of anxiety, doubt, and difficulty that you have been going through. I'd even say there's been moments where you've lost faith along the way. You've been asking like, what's the point? There's an energy here of you really thriving for something and you're so strong, but you have moments of self-doubt. Am I on the right path? Am I going to accomplish what I set out to do? Now you know that you're going to do it deep down, but there's this little voice that I feel is at the back of your mind, like, what if? What if I don't? What if it doesn't go the way I hoped? What if, world circumstances come and like wipe me out? Or what if, there's all these energies that I feel have been making you feel anxiety. I also feel like some of you have not been getting proper sleep, or your sleep has been disrupted in the last couple of months. And this is due to certain planetary alignments, but it's also due to you feeling either stagnant or like you're not moving forward in some area of your life, whether it is you're trying to relocate and find a new home to move to, whether it's a career progress that you're worried about and you feel like you've been stagnating, whether it's relationships you feel like have been put on hold or love has been non-existent. Whatever it is that you feel you've been having trouble with or difficulty with, know that you are going to be moving past that, but you do have to make some sort of decision. The Justice card is about the law of attraction meets the law of order and the law of decision. It's like a ripple effect. You need to make a decision, and based on your own intuition, you will choose the right path for you, and then you set things in motion. I feel like this month is about setting things in motion, overcoming any difficulties. You're strong enough to take it. As you can see, you've got the card of maturity, which means you're learning, you're evolving to the next stage. And that's a very positive state to be in. But when we are evolving, we all know that personal growth is difficult. Learning a lesson is really hard, okay? So I feel like you are learning to listen to your heart and you're not allowing distractions to get in your way. And that's how you're maturing. You're knowing what is healthy for you and what is right for you, and all else is being left behind. I see you really cultivating your world, your friendships, and I feel like you're being really strong, even though there's anxiety here. I feel even though you've gone through some sort of difficulty or you're being cautious, I feel like you're still being bold and saying, you know what, I got a hunch that I am going to be successful. I'm going to just not listen to the fear. I'm going to just do what I want to do and just go after it. Because I feel like there's an energy here of all or nothing. Okay, because I feel like you're a bit of a ride or die kind of energy right now in this reading. So I feel like you're actually going to be very successful on the other side. A lot of celebration. The things that you've been worrying about, I see you worrying about finances. Now, of course, we're all collectively worried about the state of the world right now. Things are going up, inflation, we can't escape what's going on. We can see it, we can, feel things are radically changing around us. The price of living's going up, and I feel that you're trying to put yourself in a really good position in order to weather a storm, okay? I feel like you're making choices that are actually going to align with your heart and put yourself in that good position. I also feel like you're mature enough to look at the fact that sometimes you lose and sometimes you win in life, and that's just fact. But the way that I can see you here, you're empowering yourself and you're a winner, okay? This is the card of winning. So I feel you're leaving on a high in the month of September into October, okay? Some of you may be relocating. You may be already, you may have already found the house of your dreams, and you're maybe going through the process, signing legal documents and things like that. And, you may feel that you have a choice of, there may be something that comes up there. How can I put that? I would watch out. So for example, if you're getting like a property or you're dealing in property, I would make sure you get the proper surveyors in and things like that, because there may be something that has the potential to be a bit disappointing, but I feel like overall you can win. But if you find it, I feel like you could factor it into the contract and get a lower price or something so that you can fix the thing, or the thing gets fixed before you buy. I just get this energy of just make sure you do your due diligence on any property that you're buying, okay, or anything that you're investing in, because there's a little bit of Three of Swords going on, which means there could be some sort of difficulty, but overall you come through that and you win. You get the best deal for you, okay? Now, the King of Wands is a motivator. You are feeling motivated, energized, and you are feeling like, I don't know, you're influencing your circumstances. You're in the flow. You're an influencer, okay? Some of you are setting up your own business or becoming an entrepreneur, but you've just got this vitality about you. But deep down, like underneath, there was a sadness. I just get this energy of, even when you're winning, sometimes you feel like it's not enough, or you're being really hard on yourself. Like, oh, I'm not exactly where I want to be. So this accomplishment is great, but I want to move forward. I want to be somewhere else. So remember to celebrate your wins in the now, okay? Remember to pat yourself on the back on the way. Be proud of yourself. You're a human being. You don't always have to be a human doing. And when you are doing, remember you're doing the best you can in the circumstances that you've got. And you've got to be proud of yourself. We are living through something that we have never lived through before collectively. The last 18 months has been a real shock to the system. We're all going through a traumatic experience where we're trying to find our way. Some people have found their way easier than others. Some people are still, trying to restructure their lives to cope with some of the damaging effects of the last 18 months. And some people have really thrived. It depends on what camp you really sit in with that, okay? But I feel like you're energizing yourself and you're taking control. And you're actually you're moving towards success. I want you to be aware of that, okay? The King of Wands is someone who is pretty sensible most of the time, but you may be doing something that is a little bit off the wall or a little bit different in the month of September into October. You're being spontaneous, okay? And they're actually giving me a song here, because as soon as I heard the song, I was holding the King of Wands, but I looked briefly down at the Five of Pentacles. So I just get this energy of you either worrying, well, I'll give you the song First, one moment, please. Okay, I don't know this song. Every step I'm taking, every move I make, feel lost with no direction. My faith is shaking. I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming. Okay, you know what? Somewhere, now that I'm listening to it, somewhere in the recesses of my mind, I'm like, maybe I have heard this before, but I can't tell you who sings this song. I'm going to have to look this up. I mean, so yeah, I get this energy of deep down, there is like your faith is wavering. You're trying to be strong. You've had a difficult journey. You may have come up against some brick walls. You may have felt like some sort of plan got delayed or stifled, or things are a little bit stagnant or on hold for you right now. And you're like, you know what? I want to believe so hard. I can see the dream. I can see it taking shape. But deep down, I'm like, maybe the world's against me, or things are against me right now, or things have been difficult. So I feel like you're overcoming that. You're in September, you're actually overcoming that, because the universe is showing you, physically showing you, that something that is in your heart is actually manifesting on the physical plane. Okay, you're attracting what you desire. That's what they're giving me. You're attracting what you desire. So have faith. I know it's easier said than done, my beautiful Aquarians, because, you know, I'm the same. Unless I see proof, I don't believe it. So, you know, you may be like, you know what, Baba, I really want to believe, but when I see it, I'll believe it. And let's see, right now they're showing me a beautiful, beautiful electric blue butterfly in the water. I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading. So I feel like this is something you may see on your path over the next 4 to 5 weeks. Butterflies represent change, but this electric blue, it's like electric change. I feel like, and it's positive, it's calming, but you're going to see this electric blue butterfly. Now this could be in a painting, it could be in real life, fluttering on by, could land on your hand or on your windshield. So look out for this beautiful blue butterfly. It signifies change, and it's really exciting. This change is so exciting for you, okay? And I'm really like, I feel stoked for you. That's how, like, I wish you could see the change that's coming, that's so positive, it's going to make you smile. But you're in control of it. You're making these changes that are actually going to work out for your highest good. Now, deep down, we've got a Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, financial worries, a little bit of nervousness there. I mean, collectively, I feel the energy, everybody's a little bit nervous about the way the world's going at the moment. Know that any difficulties you've had with finances, or if you felt like you had not enough or you overspent last month, I definitely see you turning this energy around and there being more available to you. Now, sometimes the Ten of Pentacles can also come at like a legacy or a bursary, some sort of money being offered. So for example, to lighten the load, so there could be like a financial package that is delivered or something like that. I mean, I'm trying to pick up the energy collectively in terms of the government. Perhaps there's some sort of thing like that. I feel more that it's something though that you have instigated. So some of you may be setting up a second stream of income, because the Lovers card can be a duality energy. So some of you may be actually, you know, working like a 9-to-5 job, but also got a side hustle going on, something that you're in control of. Because I see you stepping into some sort of leadership position with this King of Wands energy. You're taking control. Some of you own your own business already and you're thinking about expanding, but you're worried about finances, or deep down you're worried that something that you've already started to invest in is going to be cut short, okay? But I actually see you overcoming that difficulty and things going in your favor and you celebrating. So something that you feel has the potential to be negative actually gets turned around. It's almost like I'm getting like 11th hour kind of changes and shifts where things actually have a positive turn. Okay. Now the Five of Pentacles also is a card of something that started to blossom, got cut short, and you may have felt abandoned. So for example, you know, there may have been a relationship that you've separated from that has really impacted the way that you look at love, and you're trying to build your confidence again. If you're looking for love, there's definitely an opportunity to meet love here with the Lovers card after a difficulty with the Three of Swords, and we got cause and effect. I feel like you get the love that you truly deserve, someone who's loving, kind. You may have a choice So there's the potential with that Mercury retrograde to bring exes back from the past in terms of communication. But I feel like you're making the right choices, the healthier choices for you. And then, although it feels really sad to cut someone out of your life, but it's not working, I feel like you're taking the power back and you're doing what is right for you. This new love that's coming your way, I see you having a high level commitment with this person, moving in with this person, and having a wonderful, loving, balanced, reciprocal relationship. Okay, if you're already in a relationship, I definitely see that there's been some difficulties or some sort of there's been some sort of hardship or some sort of arguing going on there. I feel like both you and your person work things out. I feel like there's a conversation, open, honest conversation, and you find a solution, because I see you finding solutions to things in this month. The Five of Pentacles is also a card of feeling like we're not enough, okay? That we stifle our own growth by fear, because fear is false evidence appearing real. So it is basically our ego. Now, there's definitely many different types of ego. There's the positive type of ego, the sense of self, who we feel we identify as. Then, of course, there's other types of ego where we get in our way. Sometimes we let power go to our head. The humans are very, very complex, okay? And I feel here is like you're aware that sometimes you either doubt yourself or you feel like you're not enough, okay? They want you to allow yourself to thrive. Okay, I feel like no more playing small is what they're showing me. Now, with all the lights on, this indicates an awakening of where you feel things have like died away, that you're cultivating your world. And you may feel things have been difficult right now, but you know that there is better to come, okay? The Five of Pentacles is about finding an alternative route. So if you have, for example, been worried about finances, you may be actually finding an alternative financial resource or a gift or a talent that you have, and you're very gifted. You've got a lot of talent, actually. You're empowering yourself and you're finding another way to line your pockets or make sure you overcome difficulties. Okay. Also, with that Five of Pentacles, you're going to the Ten of Pentacles. So you're actually going to double your money. You're actually going to boss up financially, but I feel it's about the decisions and the effort that you put into things, because cause and effect and empowerment means you're influencing your circumstances. That King of Wands says, if you put the energy into something, that is the thing that's going to thrive and flourish. But if you feel unmotivated or you feel like you cannot accomplish something, you also lose the motivation to even try. So both situations, you will be right in both situations. It's a case of really choosing what to focus on and know that you will accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. We've got the One who guides, new path, renewal. Okay, so I feel, this is in the resistance position. So it's like you got it in the reverse. You may be feeling like there's no new opportunities or everything is stagnant. Everything just feels like humdrum. Everything's stuck in a pattern, a cycle, of a routine. And you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed with routine. When we get stuck in a rut, we start to feel resentful for the path that we've taken. We start to feel a little bit stifled in our energy. Humans like to have variety. They like to find balance, work hard, play hard, that sort of energy. And if you feel like, for example, if you have been looking for love, but you feel like there's no opportunity for love right now, you may feel completely frozen out or isolated from, the dating game. And you've resigned yourself to, it's just going to be stuck. I'm just going to resign myself to the fact that I'm going to be single forever. Okay. But the universe says no. The Lover's card says, no, you're attracting what is in your heart. And if your true desire in your heart is to find love, you will find it. Okay, so it's about tapping into your true desires. If your true desire is to be successful and win an opportunity or a project, or, sort of get what you truly deserve for the effort that you put into things in life, then that is what you're attracting. But there's definitely a new path opening up here for you. This could be a new job opportunity, a new a way of living, a new life. It could be a new diet, an exercise routine, or just a new version of you where you're not allowing people to take advantage of your energy. You're taking the courage to live life on your own terms. You tend to be the sort of person who is, if someone asks you, my beautiful Aquarians, hey, how you doing? You're like, yeah, fine. All good, thanks. You know, you're really pleasant. You know, it's like pleasantries, but deep down you may be going through a difficulty, or, you know, you're putting a smile over the pain. But I feel as you leave the month, you're going to be like super honest with everybody. If someone asks you, how's your day going? You're going to be like, you know what? I'm having a really bad day, but it's good because I got coffee and I'm going to try and, you know, get through the day on the caffeine and just find a better way. Or you're going to be like, you know what? I'm trying to see the positives right now. It's been a bit difficult. I'm going to be honest, but I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like you're trying to address the way you approach situations by being the sort of person who is a glass half full kind of person, even though life is pretty like difficult right now. But some of you maybe this new path is either a career opportunity or finding a new way to open yourself up to meet new people, love. I feel like there's this, you're making some big choices here, and the choices that you make are going to have an intrinsic impact on your life going forward. Yes, you're cutting things out that have not been working for you, and it may feel difficult. There may be something that you found challenging that you cannot cut out, whether it's a relationship, a toxic friendship, whether it is, you know, an ex, whether it is something bad in your diet. Whether you comfort eat when things are not going your way. Whatever you have found difficult to release from your life, you're cutting that bad boy out and you're going to be winning, okay? It moves you on towards success. We've got the card of empowerment. Now this is in the resistance position, so you may have felt a little bit powerless to change your circumstances recently, or you may have felt stagnant or loss of direction. I mean, this card literally in this position means loss of direction. And that song that came up just now, it had those lyrics. They're not playing it right now, so I can't really remember exactly what it said, but it was something about losing the way or feeling lost with no direction, and that faith was wavering or shaking or something like that. So there's this energy here of perhaps, you know, feeling a little bit nervous with the Nine of Swords, that things are really difficult right now and you're wondering how are you going to power on through. But by mid-month, the 15th of September, you're turning this energy around. You're moving forward, you're finding direction, and you're finding motivation. You're influencing your circumstances. You're going to get a real bold sort of power up of energy. Okay, right now they're showing me an image in the water of Cleopatra. Okay, that's a surprising image to see in the water. So either your name is Cleopatra or you have an affiliation with Cleopatra. I mean, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. Cleopatra was, you know, a leader. She was very powerful. She was a warrioress as well. She fought for what she wanted. A real motivator. So, I mean, she represents power, fighting for what is right. I guess cause and effect as well, leadership skills. So perhaps that's what you're harnessing over the month. I mean, some of you may be, because they're really highlighting the eyes here on the Cleopatra. So some of you may have been experimenting with sort of makeup that's like in the shape and form of the way Cleopatra did their makeup. That's really tenuous and that's not going to be for everyone, of course. But Cleopatra is like this intensity. So maybe it's like you're setting an intention, and I can see it in the eyes. You've set an intention and you're going to move towards this. You're empowering yourself. I mean, you've even got a butterfly. I just noticed here, you got a butterfly right there. And there's loads of blue butterflies actually here in this card. Is there other butterflies in this? Yeah, butterflies are going to be important. Electric blue butterfly. But you're moving. You're heading in the right direction, okay? So you're going to find a sense of direction again. You're empowering yourself and you're moving forward. The Nine of Swords in this position, it's like I got it in the reverse to start with. Now this is about fear controlling our circumstances. Nine of Swords is a card of worry, but it can also be a card of not getting the best sleep. Sometimes when we are not getting good sleep, we're, you know, watching things online till late, or where when you're lying in bed and you're like, okay, it's sleep time now, I'm exhausted, and then all of a sudden your mind goes, oh, did someone say sleep? Well, now I'm going to bring back all of the trauma that you dealt with in the past. I'm going to bring back up all the conversations that you feel are unresolved in your life, the things you wish you could have said to people, the people who did you wrong, all the situations where you feel have worried you. I'm going to throw that all in until about 3 a.m. and I'm not going to let you sleep at all. So I feel like it's about trying to find focus and peace of mind. So some of you may be actually empowering yourself by entering into self-care routines, meditations, really trying to quieten the mind so that you're not overwhelmed with overthinking. Because I feel like, there's all those eyes there. Now, when you've got all those eyes, this means you feel like either not safe, or you feel a situation is worrying you, that you got to keep your eyes wide open. So it can also mean that because you've been feeling a bit stuck, you're opening your eyes to other ways of trying to overcome blockages or obstacles. You're trying to find a way. It's almost like you are searching for something. Nine of Swords can also be caution. So if you're worried about finances, because it is covered with the Ten of Pentacles, initially up to around about the 15th of September, it's in the reverse. So you may feel like there's financial worries there. Know that it will be turned in the upright. So that kind of means that, you will not be worrying so much about finances. You will find a creative solution to your problems, and you will have faith, because the Nine of Swords is really a call to have faith. Okay, now also the Ten of Pentacles connects to the family unit. So some of you, or relationships, marriages, things like that, some of you may have been worried about your family. Maybe there's a lot of arguing going on. Remember, this is a very highly pressurized time. So people tend to get extra on each other's nerves. And families, even the most well-wishing, well-willed families, sometimes can push each other's buttons. That's just life, So if you've been going through some sort of difficulties with a family unit, or within a marriage, for example, know that you will find a solution. Things work themselves out. Now this month also, you could be thinking about your value, but you're also thinking about your legacy. So some of you may be trying to save for a rainy day, or put money away to a pension, and you may be sort of like really trying to find some sort of stability, because remember, your 8th and 2nd house is involved, and that's all about property, cash, possessions, how you value yourself, whether you're getting a better deal. So some of you may be working really hard and be really passionate about what you do. And, even if you're stepping up into a leadership position, or a promotion is available, you may still feel it's not enough money for all the hard work and the passion that you put into things. So you may be looking further afield for a new opportunity to get more money. And whilst it may make you feel a little bit anxious that you're making choices and decisions that are different than usual, spontaneously changing your circumstances, know that you're actually coming out winning. Okay, there's something to celebrate at the end of the month. So very positive energy. You're shifting the negative into a positive. You're making the impossible possible. And we've got here the one who begins. Okay, so you're realizing your potential. It says launch, actualize potential. Some of you, as I said, you're setting up your own business or becoming your own boss. You're actually launching something that's going to bring a lot of success. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, my beautiful Aquarians. Know that that Three of Swords is there for a reason. It means it's going to be difficult. But if you enjoy what you do, and you can see that the rewards are going to be worth it, then of course you're going to move through that difficulty with a bit more ease, and you're going to attract what your heart really desires. Okay, more butterflies here. They're showing me this as olives. Okay, now this may look like grapes to you, but they're showing me these little buds there as olives. Now, olives, are enriching naturally. They are, oil is protective. Okay, we put it on our skin to protect our skin, to enrich and nourish ourselves. So I feel like this is about you putting yourself in a really good position to be flexible with change. because the world is an ever-evolving place. And sometimes we can be a little bit nervous about the changes and restructures that are going around the world, but you're being flexible enough to put yourself in a really good position to empower yourself and weather a storm. I want you to be aware of that, okay? Now, some of you may be signing contracts for new job opportunities or real estate if you're going into real estate. Ten of Pentacles can be that you're saving for a home, or you're trying to sell your property or buy a property. So it can be that you're even learning about real estate to go into that. I feel a lot of that energy is occurring collectively, because I feel like people are trying to find, secure ways of using their finances. That's what I'm picking up collectively for everybody. We've got the cause and effect card, which is about the justice card. So the justice card at grassroots is about needing to make a decision that is fair and balanced, about coming into harmony. But a decision does need to be made, and you do have choices. So I feel the cause and effect is like the effort that you put into things, you will get the rewards out. But know that it has been difficult. You know that already. You don't need me to tell you that. But I feel you're going to sort of come into alignment with what you deserve and desire, okay? But it's about listening to your intuition and knowing. The seashell there is on the crown chakra. The crown chakra is to know. So don't sort of look at your life and your dreams and your goals and go, you know what, I hope I'm successful. That's, hoping. There's still room for doubt. But change the way that you perceive life and go, I know I'm going to be successful. I know I will accomplish this. Because then you change your relationship with the universe, and the universe says, wow, that's a powerful statement. Let's bring Aquarius what they desire. So just be aware of that, okay? There's a lot of, how can I put that? There's a lot of winning. I mean, this card literally means a win-win situation. So whatever your choices are, you're getting the best of both worlds. Some of you will be signing contracts for new opportunities. Some of you will actually meet a new love connection if you're wanting to, in order to have a high level commitment. If you've been single for a while, you're definitely meeting someone new, and you may even marry this new person. For some of you who are already in a high level commitment, you may actually meet you may actually deepen your commitment with that person and get married, or they may pop the question suddenly, because Uranus, as I said, brings like lots of shocking changes. Shocking change doesn't mean it's negative. It can mean positive, okay? So, but I feel like there's a lot of love as you end the month, and a lot of prosperity. The Lover's card is a choice card, but it's also about aligning yourself with what you truly deserve and desire, okay? Both these cards are like deciding what you want and then attracting it. So I feel like you're making some really big decisions in your life and attracting what your heart is longing for, or what it's yearning for. This is a card of making personal decisions, but it's also a card of reevaluating what you want first before you take action and go after it. So I see you moving in the right direction. And again, we've got these blue butterflies, and I feel like there's an electric charge kind of change going on in your world that is really for the positive. So look out for that. Now, that song, it's starting to resurface again. So it can mean that sometimes your doubts resurface. I mean, I would listen out for that song. I don't know what it is called, so I'll have to look it up. But it may mean something to you right now. And if it doesn't, it may mean something to you in the next 4 or 5 weeks. You may hear it on the radio. It signals change. They want you to be aware. It signifies change for the positive. After a difficult period, there is positive. There's like a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? So listen out for that. Now, humans, we are all prone to having doubts. That's just the way life is. So don't beat yourself up. Have compassion. Notice the times where you start to doubt yourself. What's gone wrong in the world, or what's gone wrong in your personal circumstances, and notice patterns. As soon as we can identify the things that shake or waver our confidence within ourselves, we have the power to do something about it. Okay, so, whenever, for example, when I look at my life and things, I try something and it doesn't work, at first I used to get disheartened and think, you know what, I tried so hard and it didn't work out that way. It's so unfair. Why? Why did I give my all to that situation? It just didn't go the way I'd hoped. Now I could stop there and allow it to defeat me, or like every great person who has ever accomplished anything in our lifetime, they never give up. They see something that doesn't work and they go, okay, how can I be flexible and find another way? What I did in that situation just didn't work. I didn't fail, because there's no such thing as failure unless I give up. That's the only failure there is. But if it didn't work, how do I find an alternative route? And I feel like you're finding an alternative way to make things work so that they're easier for you, so that things can be more enjoyable. So if you've been like working really hard and you haven't had any rest, you're finding a way to work smarter, not harder, so you got more time for you or more time for your family. Because I feel here there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You tend to feel overly responsible sometimes for your family, to make sure everybody's okay, and that's wonderful. But remember, sometimes you got to focus on you. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords here. So Three of Swords, difficulty. It can mean that perhaps you felt a little bit left out when it comes to love, and you're a little bit heartbroken, feeling like things have never been easier for you when it comes to love. But I really feel like you may be identifying family patterns that have emulated or prevented you from moving forward, or influenced the way that you operated in love. And by identifying those things and really listening to your heart and noticing patterns, you're able to restructure and empower yourself to overcome these blockages. Because I actually see you blossoming. As you can see, those 3 arrows right in the heart, but a rose is forming. So you're blooming. You're turning pain to gain. And I feel with this card, I'm going to pull a card on this. Whilst you notice things are difficult, you're overcoming and you're winning. It's almost like success after adversity. Also, not just applying it to love. If you found career difficult or you found saving difficult, I feel like you're going to find some sort of winning strategy that helps you move forward, cut out any distractions, and move towards success. Some of you are actually going to be relocating and finding more peace of mind in a new space. I'm just going to pull a card. I'm only using the uprights in this card. Can you please clarify the Three of Swords? Queen of Pentacles. So this could be financial. So you're actually putting yourself in a secure position. Queen of Pentacles is a Virgo energy. So you're very heavily influenced by that new moon in Virgo, and of course Virgo season. This is about you focusing on the family. So if you've been going through difficulties or there's been a bereavement in the family, I'm sending you so much love out there. A huge hug. Know that, I would say that if you've lost a member of your family, you're going through a bereavement, there's going to be a bird that shows up in the home space. Okay, that's what they're showing me. They want you to be aware of that. So it could be that you're visiting your person's home space, or the bird comes. It's a very unique, different bird, something that you don't see every day. I almost want to say woodpecker, but I'm not sure about that. They've just shown me it's something different. So that you don't see every day. So it's not like a pigeon, okay? Not unless this pigeon is really like curious and sort of like coming into the home space, or wanting to come in the door, or is looking in the door. They just show me like a bird that is really curious about coming on into the home space. So if you've lost a person, then I feel like they're showing up to show you a message. They're still with you. If you have not lost a person, please don't worry. That's not what's going to happen in the month of September, October for you. Just want you to be aware of that. It's more about if you're already grieving something, because the energy is showing up right from the beginning of loss. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is all about the home space. Some of you may even be trying to set up a business from the home space and have found it really difficult, but you actually have a breakthrough. You move through those difficulties and you put yourself in a really financially secure position. Some of you may be focusing on, your children. You may have been going through some difficult periods with your children, but know that they do respect you, they love you, and they're going to show you their appreciation. Things are going to get easier. Now, the Queen of Pentacles literally means Queen of Abundance, Queen of attracting more finances. There's rabbits there for multiplying finances. So I feel like you're actually going to be in the flow of making something work. Something that's been difficult is going to start working for you. Your plan is working. The Four of Wands is great news coming on in, celebration. This is like meeting a halfway mark where you're nearly accomplishing the thing that you set out to do. So it's like you're nearly at the point of getting what you truly desire. Okay, it's almost like you can see it being realized here. This is the card of time to celebrate. It could also be networking, meeting the right people, soul tribe. So if you've been feeling pretty lonely recently, some of you are going to reunite with friends that you haven't seen for a while, because this is a card of reuniting with people that perhaps you've missed in your world. This is a card of prosperity, things showing up, connections, important connections. It could be an important connection in love, if you're looking for love. But the Four of Wands is like, if you're looking for a property, it could mean you're closing on a property. It basically means the good news that you've been waiting for comes your way, okay? But it can also be a time of revelry, going out with good people, spending time in good company. So if you've been feeling like you've been working really hard and not having any break or any like break in the cycle of routine, by the end of the month you're actually going to connect to people that make you feel good. You're going to go out and enjoy yourself, and remember that life is for living, it's for having fun. Okay, financially I see, I'm going to get a little bit more. I'm going to get 3 cards before we close. Financially I see really positive time, a little bit more money available. If you're looking for a new job opportunity, or you have been searching for a job and you haven't got one right now, there's an opportunity showing up for you. But they are indicating you need to get really clear on what you want to achieve, and it will show up for you, okay? Also, the effort that we put into something, we're going to reap the rewards of that. We've got the Eight of Cups, so you're leaving a situation, you're moving towards success. Something is not fulfilling for you right now. Queen of Swords, you're building a strategy and a plan. Okay, so Eight of Cups, something isn't working, or something has not been emotionally fulfilling for you. So you're walking away from this energy. You're on a journey of discovery. You're experiencing or looking at wanting to experience new lands, because what you've got right now just isn't working, and that's shown up right from the beginning. You may feel like something hasn't quite been working for you. You haven't been moving forward. But the Six of Wands, I mean, to go from the 4 to the 6 of Wands tells me there's incredible news headed your way, that you're going to be raised up, elevated. There's going to be success, victory. I mean, this is a card of victory right there, but it's also a card of people noticing your victory. People appreciating your skills, your talents, raising you up. If you're looking for a promotion in your world, there's definitely one available to you. You're stepping up. If you're wanting to be noticed when it comes to love, because you always feel like you're unseen or misunderstood, there's an opportunity to be really, really seen and meet someone who actually, raises you up and gives you the love that you have to offer other people. Because sometimes you tend to meet people where you give a lot to a situation and you always feel like you're never getting back. Now, we don't give to receive, but it's nice when you meet someone who sees your value, and actually it's reciprocal energy. That's in friendships, that's in love relationships, that's in work. It just feels good, and you know when you feel good. 6 of Wands also indicates if you're looking for if you're looking to be an influencer, for example, online, you may be expanding your business, strategizing, and branching out a little bit. You've got the King of Wands and you've got the 6 of Wands. These are cards of being successful and famous. So if you're wanting to stand out from the crowd, or you're wanting to be like recognized in that arena, I mean, that's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to be famous, but I feel like you have the power to stand out from the crowd and be noticed for what you do, okay? So I definitely see an opportunity coming, but you have to maintain effort, sustain the effort that you're putting into things, even despite knockbacks, okay? Because they want you to not get discouraged by life's knockbacks. It's almost like you're getting back up again and you're going to accomplish. This time you're winning. We've got the Queen of Swords, turning your back to the past, knowing that you're self-sufficient, that you've got this, and it's also about seeing clearly, having a vision. You're a visionary. That's who you are, my beautiful Aquarians. So I feel like you're being honest with yourself. Also, if you've been going through a difficult period with either a relationship or a friendship, I feel like you're having an honest, open conversation that states your boundaries, healthy boundaries, and lets people know that you're a force to be reckoned with and they cannot take advantage of your circumstances. But I feel like you're looking clearly to the future and you've got a winning formula. So I feel like you're going to win, okay? Now I'm just going to get a final card for you. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? They're giving me the number 1717. So this is a very important number for you. I mean, it can mean that you're going to see that time everywhere, numerical synchronicity, but it can also be, number 17 is a star energy. Oh, they want me to go one more, so I'll give it. Thank you so much. So the star is about a wish coming true. It's also about seeing clearly, healing from anything that you've been going through. Some of you may have been worried about your health with that Five of Pentacles, and you've just been trying to get your power back. And if that's the case, number one, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. If you've been struggling, know that you just need to take the time it needs to get back on track. But you are going to get more energy as you move through September. You're going to realize you have a lot of people around you who care about you, and I actually see you overcoming the difficulties and sort of getting back to best, getting back to who you are. So if you've been worried about health and things like that, know that I feel you are sort of healing and moving forward towards a more positive time. We've got dolphin play. So yeah, that's another reminder that, having fun is important. Sorry, I just want to show that properly. So, because it's a bigger card than everyone else. So it says here, swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom, go with the flow. So I should have just pulled this card right from the beginning and it would have been like a 2-second reading. There's your card. That's what I really was picking up in the energy reading, but this is much more eloquent in describing what's going on. You're in the flow, you're getting busy living, and you're having that confidence to overcome the fear and just, move forward. Also, dolphins are very intuitive. They've got that sonar. So that's about you noticing when things are off or preparing yourself, putting yourself in a really good position to weather any changes, or if there's anything entering into your energetic sphere that is different than usual. It's about you being prepared for that. Also, we've got fox, clever, strategy. Okay, you're very intelligent, my beautiful Aquarians, and you are someone who's very intuitive. It says here, you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So again, they're showing, resources surround you financially. There are more resources available to you at the end of the month. Also, you're not alone. The Lover's card indicates there are people around you who really care about you. You don't always have to do everything all by yourself, but you're strategizing. You're putting a plan together that puts you in a very good position. Foxes are very, very shrewd. They're very clever, and they operate under difficult circumstances, and they manage to thrive and survive. So I feel like that's exactly who you are too. We've got 2 foxes there as well. So I feel like you're going to meet love if you're looking for love. But I feel like you're putting yourself in a really good position, and there's a lot of positive energy moving towards you. Now, finally, we're getting runes. Wow, you got cattle. Okay, so this is the rune of wealth. So there is more money coming on in. For those of you who have already lost a person who has transitioned, for example, again, I'm sending you a huge lot of hugs and comfort there. But you may actually have some sort of estate or inheritance resolved this month. This is something that's already occurred, so don't be worrying that there's anything wrong with family. If it's already happened, that's what I'm talking about. This is also about material gain. So something you're working hard towards, you're influencing your finances, and you're making more money. Okay, so definitely this is a rune of power as well. Okay, and we've also got we got Wheel of Fortune energy. This is a gift rune. Okay, so this is about partnerships as well, partnerships thriving, love coming into the mix if you're looking for love. It's also about your fortune changing, divine union being attracted towards you, or knowing that you're already with a soulmate. It's about recognizing you are a gift and attracting more opportunities in your world. Now, one of the signs, I'm not sure if it was Pisces, I can't really remember which sign it was, but there's an energy there of getting something for free, and they're giving me that energy again. So you may find that you actually get something for free over the next 4 to 5 weeks. You could go into a coffee store and talk to the person, the barista behind the counter, and you strike up a conversation, and that barista gives you a coffee for free or a cake for free or something like that. Could also be that you order something online and they send you a little free gift with it. They're showing me that you're going to get something for free, and it's to remind you that there is good people, good energy in the world, and that there is a positive shift in the right direction for you. You're turning a page, okay? So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Aquarians. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Also, my guides are giving me, if there's any emotional problems that you've been dealing with, whether it's family issues or relationship issues or friendship, or you've just been struggling emotionally, feeling a bit more sensitive, know that things are going to be resolved as you move into October, okay? The planetary alignments become a lot easier, but also things are looking better for you as well. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians. Love and light.